I feel like I've been slumped into someone's, in a position where I'm looked at as being a bludger, I'm looked at as being a leech, I'm looked at having a good life and living off someone else's dollar. You know, and I work hard. I'm certainly not the image of that at all. And anyone who knows me knows that I sometimes work harder than a single person without kids. My son, Alessandro, who he has Asperger's, and he requires a little bit more of support from me than Carlos does. And for him, you know, he's quite an adventurous boy. He enjoys being active, just like Carlos, and playing sports and attending school excursions and activities. And what I have found with the struggles on New Start is in between contract work is where there might be a school excursion form, a levy form that's been kept in their school bag or hidden in a special place where I can't see it. And that's purely for the reasons that they don't want to stress me out with the burden and the stresses of having to send them to these activities, and hearing some of the lies that they come across with is saying that they don't want to actually attend school sporting activities and they don't want to go to school camp. It is heartbreaking, and for me as a parent to see my kids take that shift in our relationship, it worries me about how that will impact them psychologically in the future. And a country like Australia, you wonder, why are we treating our kids like that? Why are we pushing them into having being more susceptible to mental health problems? And you know, being a single parent is hard enough as it is, but being a single parent on a low income, you know, with unsteady workflow, having a child who has Asperger's, trying to finish my studies so that I can get out of that cycle, and not being able to do that, and then, you know, trying to make sure that we meet rent when I'm out of work. These are all problems that, as much as I try and hide from the kids, it's obvious that they do get impacted from that, and yeah, I really do worry about how this is going to affect them in the future. What I feel as though it's really it's not a productive way of approaching any system, is to slug someone who works already really hard, who wants to do well, who wants to study, wants to get a qualification that will allow that person to look after their kids in the best way possible, and then being forced to put that on hold because it's just simply too expensive to study. Then what does that mean? That we're stuck in the same cycle, we're stuck doing the same jobs, earning the same bracket of money, and then forced to be shoved onto a job seeker's allowance, which is inappropriate for anyone who is working or looking after kids.